Welcome to one of the most intense courtroom moments you'll ever witness. In this case, we meet Crystal Bowen, a defendant with a long history of forgery, theft, and probation stretching across multiple states. The judge is about to go through her record, and trust me, it's jaw-dropping. 14 felonies, several misdemeanors, and countless chances at probation. But this hearing isn't just about numbers. It's about whether redemption is still possible after years of second chances. As the judge reads out the long list of crimes, you can feel the tension rising in the room. Will Crystal finally face real consequences? Or will she convince the court that she's ready to change? Stick around, because by the end of this video, everything spirals out of control in a way no one expected.
Same probation, so that's 2 in Ohio. March of 2014, theft, aggravated theft in Ohio, another probation, the same date, but still another charge. March of 2014, attempted drug possession, pled guilty, 1-year probation. March of 2014, same thing in Ohio, possessing criminal tools, probation, all that. It was at the same time, but still different cases. Good morning. This is Mr. Hoffpower's sentencing. I didn't see you over there, Mr. Hoffpower. Good morning. Good morning. Are you Crystal Bogan? And Ms. Bogan was previously in court, entered a plea of guilty to theft of property, a state jail felony. That agreement was for a 4-year deferred probation with a $1,000 fine as well as restitution in the amount of $9,400. I've received the pre-sentence report. Have y'all all had an opportunity to review that report?
The judge starts listing charge after charge: forgery, theft, drug possession, and more. It's like a never-ending rap sheet. At this point, even the courtroom seems stunned. When a judge says 2 1/4 pages of criminal history, that's not exaggeration. That's a record built over years of poor choices. And yet, the defense still hopes for probation instead of prison. Here's a question for you. If someone's been given over a dozen chances before, do you think they still deserve another one? Drop your thoughts in the comments. This is one of those moments where public opinion is sharply divided.
And any additions or corrections or?
There's a lot of history, we understand, but discussed it with counsel and also restitution.
Speak up, I'm
I
sorry.
just want to make sure the court knows restitution, most of the main issue we're looking at, get some of that money back.
I've got 1, 2, 3 1/4 pages of criminal history. Well, there's a lot of stuff that wasn't dismissed. There were 14 felonies that weren't dismissed. At least 4 or 5 misdemeanors that weren't dismissed. I understand the restitution, and y'all know my position on that already this morning, but there's I mean, she's on probation right now in Sutton County, correct?
Now Crystal tells the court she's trying to turn her life around. She's enrolled in nursing school, but the judge cuts in with a question that hits hard. Are you really going to be able to go to nursing school with this type of criminal history? That's a real-world reality check. Some dreams can't move forward until accountability comes first. And yet, you can hear the desperation in Crystal's voice, a mix of regret and hope. This moment captures the emotional heart of courtroom drama. Second chances versus hard consequences. What do you think? Should someone's past forever define their future?
Yes.
I have been for 2 years.
Right. So do they know about this case? And what has happened over there, if anything?
I'm still continuing on my deferred. Because I'm actually supposed to start nursing.
I can't understand you.
I'm supposed to start nursing school.
When?
I was actually supposed to start in September, but I had to wait to see.
Are you really going to be able to go to nursing
Yes, I
school
am.
with this type of criminal
Yes, ma'am.
history?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Because I haven't been convicted of it. I'm a CNA now.
Because it shows 9,400, but then it also, that was from inside the bank, and then it shows 500 from an ATM and 100 from a cash app, totaling 10,000, not 9,400. Is that correct?
And that would have been added on, I don't think that's a bank fee, I believe. I don't think that.
Well, it says 500 was
Things heat up when the court dives into money matters. The missing $9,400 suddenly grows to $10,000 after reviewing ATM withdrawals and a cash app transfer. The judge questions every dollar, making it clear that financial crimes leave paper trails that don't lie. Crystal tries to claim she didn't know about all the transactions, hinting another person might be involved. But here's the thing. In joint theft, both parties share the blame. Whether she withdrew it herself or not, the law sees both as equally responsible. This is where the courtroom shifts from emotional appeals to cold, hard facts.
withdrawn from an ATM outside the bank. Is that right? You know better than anybody.
I only went into it. I didn't have no access to the cars and that.
Okay. So possibly the other person that was involved did that?
The only thing we knew about
That
was
was no-
9,400 that from within the bank.
I wasn't aware of, Your Honor, when we did it, when I got the PSIs, when I was notified, I was in the cash app. But if it was a withdrawal, then that would be her responsibility joint and separately, so
Right, it says, so
that's a request.
the contact from Do Good said that the defendant withdrew the entire loan amount of $10,000, 94 from inside the bank, 500 from an ATM, and 100 from a cash app transaction. It doesn't matter if you did it or if the other person that you were with did it. Y'all were working together. So you're both, and what's the other status of
I
the,
don't have the other cat of another person, Your Honor, this is one that was, that's the charge. I'm not posting on there. But
By now, the judge's tone changes. Frustration seeps in. She reminds everyone that Crystal is already on probation in another county, raising serious doubts about her accountability. When a judge starts questioning if the defendant's other county even knows about this case, that's never a good sign. It shows a breakdown in trust and system coordination. The prosecutor tries to proceed with the plea deal, but you can sense the judge's hesitation. This courtroom is no longer buying the reform narrative. Would you, if you were in that judge's seat?
she's responsible.
yeah. So I mean, if there was another person, and you didn't give that
I
information,
don't
then
know.
that's, okay. Apparently the cops didn't either, so.
She went in the bank, she was the one that called size, whether or not she had a comfortable. The backside is not, to my knowledge.
And hold on, so the probations in Sutton County, have they been transferred to Harris County? So you're going in person in Harris County?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and so it's the state's position to go forward with the agreement?
I understand the court's concern, and the state has the same. Like I said, our initial deal was to get some of the money back on our victim, however, we
So,
understand.
all right, so here's what I'm gonna do, Ms. Bogan. I'm going to find that you entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily. Can y'all hold it down over there, please?
Here's where the emotional wall cracks. The judge reviews the plea deal and hesitates. I just don't know. I can't believe I'm even considering doing this. That line says it all. She's torn between mercy and justice. Then she learns Crystal has 14 prior felonies, mostly the same kind of offenses. At that point, even the most forgiving judge reaches a breaking point. This is the turning moment where the court moves from sympathy to stern accountability.
I'm going to find that you entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily, find sufficient evidence to find you guilty. I just don't know. I just can't believe I'm even considering doing this, honestly. I'm not. I can't. There's no way. It has to be straight probation, and I realize that that's going to potentially have some issues, but I can't with 14 prior felony offenses, same type of thing, so.
I know.
You do?
No, I don't. No, I don't.
Okay. How many do you think you have?
I have 3 here and one back home.
Okay, you have lots of them that were at the same time for different offenses.
And I was never convicted, never charged.
Yeah.
The courtroom turns tense as the defendant argues about her charges and probation terms. Crystal insists her cases ran together, but the judge corrects her. That's not how it works. Each conviction stands on its own. The patience in the room is gone, and then it happens. The plea agreement is rejected. The judge resets the case for 3 weeks, meaning the deal's off the table. You can feel the frustration boiling over as Crystal reacts. This is one of those moments where emotion overtakes logic. And in court, that's never wise.
You did probations for them. Forgery of a financial instrument. Don't talk over me. March 3rd, 2008, Harris County, 180 days in jail, so that one was reduced. March of 2014, forging identification cards in Cuyahoga County, Ohio, 1 year probation. Same charge, same probation, so that's 2 in Ohio. March of 2014, aggravated theft in Ohio, another probation, the same date, but still another charge. March of 2014, attempted drug possession, pled guilty, 1 year probation. March of 2014, same thing in Ohio, possessing criminal tools, probation, all of that. It was at the same time, but still different cases. November of 2014, forgery, 2 cases, got probations in those. I'm gonna run out of fingers. March, another one, a theft, aggravated theft in Ohio in 2014. Then we go to Sutton County, Texas, and you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 continuous smuggling of persons for pecuniary benefit, and that's the 10-year probation that you're on in 5 different cases.
Okay.
That's not correct.
No. Okay.
So how many cases are you on probation for in Sutton County?
It all ran together. So
I understand it all.
one.
It doesn't run, but that's not how it works.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
When it runs together, it just means you're serving it at this.
The tension finally explodes. Crystal curses at her lawyer, lashes out, and refuses to calm down. That one outburst changes everything. The judge immediately raises her bond to $25,000, citing her attitude and criminal history. What began as a sentencing discussion ends in handcuffs and higher stakes. It's a powerful reminder. In court, respect is everything. The moment you lose control, you lose credibility, and sometimes your freedom. Would you say the judge was right to raise the bond? Or do you think emotions got the best of everyone here?
Rejecting the plea agreement. I'm resetting your case for 3 weeks. We'll see you back in 3 weeks. Y'all can talk about it then. Ma'am,
What?
this is not gonna help.
It don't matter. My life's going on.
Well, looks like you did that, not me. I'll see you in 3 weeks. Which, come on, hold on, get her, don't let her go. Come back.
I heard bullshit.
Everybody heard it.
You said you're bullshit.
Come back.
You're a lawyer.
I told my lawyer he was bullshit. I didn't say this.
You don't talk like that to anybody in this case because he didn't do this either, you did.
He got me the plea.
He did get you, he did a great job. I'm gonna find at this time that your bond is not sufficient because of your attitude and because of your criminal, because of your,
I gotta go to work. So I'm gonna lose my job and everything too.
Well, maybe you shouldn't cuss at your lawyer. Maybe you shouldn't have this attitude here in the courtroom. I'm going to raise your bond. What's the bond currently set at? Don't cry now after saying it's bullshit to him and acting like this in here. Stop. No, you're going to make it worse. You're just going to make it worse. You should, when I told you a minute ago to stop, you should have stopped when I told you to. Let's see, can you...
So what did we just witness? A defendant with a long criminal past, one last chance at probation, and a courtroom that ran out of patience. The judge's final decision to reject the plea and raise the bond wasn't just about this single case. It was about drawing a line between rehabilitation and repeat behavior. Whether you see it as justice served or compassion denied, this moment shows the weight judges carry every day, balancing mercy with responsibility. If you found this courtroom drama as eye-opening as we did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more real-life legal breakdowns and shocking courtroom moments. Your opinion matters. What would you have done if you were the judge?